Welcome back. Well, time to talk a little sports, and more specifically, let's go ahead and talk about the Ravens. For that, I'm joined by Tony Lombardi. Well, big news this week out of Baltimore as Joe Flacco restructured that contract. Now, he gets guaranteed a lot of money, also frees up a little cap space. What do you think about the deal?
It really starts back in 2013 after the Super Bowl, and he sort of rolled the dice back then that he would come up and shoot a 7 at the craps table, and he kind of did. New structure, it's a better one for the team over the long haul. You know, he's got to perform to the level of that contract in order for it to make sense, and I think that they believe that he will.
Well, the other interesting fact that came out this week is a little bit of a concerning one. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that happened here in the offseason. It feels like for every team, Terrell Suggs, part of an accident, ran away from the car accident, then got cited for not or having a license, driving a suspended one, I should say, because of speeding tickets. A lot of things going on right there. How do you think this is all going to play out?
I think things like that aren't the types of things that would make you part ways with the guy. But the Ravens are kind of caught between a rock and a hard place with him, because if they were to let him go, they'd have to eat about $1.4 million in cap space. I think they're going to give Suggs a go, and he'll have a productive season. But the bigger question for me is just the age, what kind of shape he's going to report in, and how that second Achilles injury is going to affect his performance on the field.
Well, health definitely was a problem for Baltimore last year, and it affected them all over the field, which kind of blessed them in some ways because they gave them a top 10 pick here in the draft. So with that in mind, who are you looking at this year that Baltimore should go after?
I think the biggest need for the Ravens, their most glaring need, is their lack of team speed. And I think that you want to add guys maybe like a Jalen Ramsey or Vernon Hargraves to that defensive backfield. I do like a guy like DeForest Buckner, who might not be the splashy, come off the edge, explosive kind of guy, but he's just dynamic up the middle and a really good 3-4 defensive end that I think can push the pocket and then help guys off the edge become more productive in the pass rushing game.
Well, I cannot wait for the draft, and I think every other NFL fan will tell you the exact same thing. Tony, thank you for your time. Well, it's time for another quick commercial break, but coming up on the side is what everybody has been waiting for, our top plays of the week. Keep it right here.
I'm Brian Wines, Bucks Wrestling 285, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.